Hey Scorpio, it's Jen here. I am doing your reading for December, actually for the second time. Somehow I don't know, screwed up, lost your other reading. So I apologize that this is late. Let's see what we got going on. So for December, we are in the sign of Sagittarius until the solstice, and then we move into Capricorn. There is, and this is late now, the full moon, no, the new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius around the 4th of December. So it'd be good at this point just to sort of reflect back and like what was happening, how are you feeling, um, even looking back to the summer or Gemini season of 2020. So that's end of May into June to the solstice there of 2020 or sometime around there. And something being resolved or, yeah, some sort of culmination of things that have been happening since that time frame. And then we have a full moon on December 18th in the sign of Gemini. And I'm just double checking I'm doing Scorpio. Okay, I don't know why I decided to turn the cards over, but I did. So on the bottom here, and I'm not sure, I didn't consciously put these down here for any reason, but we have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. So the Ten of Swords to me is just mentally being done with something, being able to let it go, being able to just move on. Like you refuse to allow it to control your thoughts and occupy space in your brain because it's usually negative, right? Um, and when this card comes up, you are done. Like that's it. There's no changing your mind. And so with the Seven of Cups, I feel like this may have been a really long process, actually, to get to this point. There were a lot of emotions and feelings. Um, if it's in career, you did a lot of soul searching, but also a lot of trying to figure out, okay, well, if this isn't what you want to do, what do you want to do? And sort of, yeah, making a decision. I don't know. The Two of Shields here in this particular deck is like a meeting of the, I don't know if you can see that far. It's like, to me, I call it a meeting of the minds. These people are coming together. They're above the water. They're on this structure, very pentacles, and they're having a heart to heart. There's a level of honesty and clearing the air and really discussing it, but in a productive, it's almost, yeah, and I mean, it could be closure. I'm not really into closure. I think you've probably heard me say this. Glennon Doyle was asked about this, and this always stuck in my mind. She said that she doesn't believe in closure because she thinks it's just a way to keep the drama going. And I had always been against, like, yeah, having to circle back around. I don't know. And that really, I think, really resonated with me. Why? However, sometimes I definitely admit there has been times it's not usually in a situation that was really toxic. I'm getting like this might be more of a friendship where, or it could be a relationship, but it was like some way that you were really, really young, or there was something going on that was just kind of really extreme. And in hindsight, you kind of come together and both say, hey, both own your shit for real. Um, and then are able to really let it go. Or you keep allowing this person to circle back for closure reasons. And now you're like, what am I doing? This is just not going to work. And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not continuing to allow this energy back in. And I really need to focus on what I want to bring. There's strong work energy here. There's strong, what's your passion? What do you want to spend your time on? Getting the Three of Shields also can be someone recognizing your talents, becoming better known, like people seeking you out, realizing you can maybe monetize that you have acquired knowledge in some area. It's just kind of also a card when I'm just looking at this actual picture of this one. This is the Arthurian legend, so it's not as Rider Waite oriented, but she seems very content in her craft. A little bit what I would call an Eight of Pentacles energy, like something that feeds your soul. Really, what I'm getting though is kind of again different than I usually read this card. She's really focusing on herself, and for some reason I get healing, and that's not how the card's read. So I'm just going to go with what my gut's telling me. I'm drawn back to this Ten of Swords and this Five of Wands at the bottom here. And this is just the Five of Wands is an interesting card because it can be a card of motivation in the sense that you're practicing, you're honing your craft, you're even competitions. Things can be motivating and very positive about that type of energy, figuring things out, challenging each other. Think about like in sports, training with each other. But then it can also cross into overly competitive or overly worried about what other people are doing and measuring yourself against other people, which puts sort of a negative vibe on it. So, any situations where maybe you felt a little extra competitive or someone got too competitive with you are coming to an end because it's not healthy, or you're just done with the this can also be sort of people's temper flaring up and strife, just bickering at each other, kind of snapping at each other, that type of energy. And with the Ten of Swords, that can really wear on you. It's like a lot, just kind of tension in the air all the time is kind of the feeling I'm getting. And again, that's all coming to an end. The Ace of Spears here, the Ace of Wands, is a really beautiful, positive card. It's inspiration, motivation, energy, new work, entrepreneurship, new passion with a potentially in a relationship or a connection, meeting someone and having it can be, I don't know, maybe there was a separation and you guys went to counseling and have a new beginning here. You've really worked on yourselves, like taken it seriously, both figured out focusing on what you're doing. And like you've been when relationships get that way, you've been so focused on what other people are doing. Sometimes we don't reflect on what we've done and we're doing. and the motivation behind that. Same with parenting. I really like Dr. Shafali. She has a YouTube channel. Take on parenting and how really it's just like relationships. It's another relationship. It's just with a parent, but there's like a power dynamic, and we sort of try to play out our childhoods and our issues and our insecurities on with our kids, and it's just like, whoa, we have a lot to work on internally. And look at how much this is showing to me a lot of growth, a lot of getting away from the drama is what I'm saying, and focusing on something new and positive place to put your energy. We have the devil at the bottom. I'm going to pull it from a couple decks. The devil, so that is our own negative, mostly our own negative inner demons, the things that we always seem to struggle with, always seem to come up. We feel like, God, can we ever get a handle on this? Sort of decision. The devil's also Capricorn energy, so it could be a nod to what's coming up at the end of December and into January time. Capricorn people, Capricorn time. You may feel as though, okay, this is just intuition. You may feel like someone, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing if, this Two of Shields can be either a strengthening, a coming together, or for some of you, an ending of some sort of relationship. And I feel like if there are kids involved, someone could be trying to buy the kids favor, which, and I'm not saying it, it's not necessarily malicious. It's, again, when we look at our own motivations, it may be just guilt on their part. Things are changing. There is a change of heart with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups, and a decision to be made. So, if this is a relationship, especially a serious relationship, maybe even been married with kids, I feel like there is a turning point. In one way or the other, there is a coming together and a decision being made. But there's, I don't know, it's like you still have a decision over here with that Seven of Cups. You still are trying to figure something out. Like you're being indecisive. And it may be, you may not want to let go of some sort of security, maybe. Oh, here's Justice here. I mean, there are financial situations to ending a relationship, especially the Wheel of Fortune is on a house. So just an aside, if you're trying to buy a house or sell, I think that will happen for you. Justice card is, there is some sort of decision being made this month, and it's going to bring balance. It's going to be a fair decision. We'll put it that way, a fair decision. But that will likely end a cycle as well. It's a practical decision. Page of Cups. And we right near the Ace of Cups here, that's new love, new emotional beginning. And it's nestled in between these more challenging cards. We have Justice, we have the Page of Cups. What's this one? Ace of Pentacles, another ace on this side. New beginning in where you work, where you live, how you spend your time, how you earn your money, kind of your whole day to day. Something about your day to day will change, will look different. But I don't know, what is this decision that you're trying to make? I feel like it has to do with that devil. There may be like some codependency. Here's the Seven of Cups again. Okay, so I just got the message. You can't figure out it's like you want something different and it's been bothering you. Maybe you've been unhappy for a while, but you still can't quite figure out what it is you want to do. But you're in some area. But I feel like that decision is coming. But that's what's been a challenge. Five of Pentacles. There is some worry about money, about being left out, about being alone, about being left out in the cold. But the Five of Pentacles, the lesson behind it is that, like, see this glowing. If she just looked on the other side of the tree, there's warmth and light and stuff. So in some ways, it's a bit of self isolation, which, could be for many reasons. Again, a month of really digging deep and saying, what is behind my feelings of loneliness, of being left out in the cold, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling like my feelings are not valued. I mean, the pentacles are not cups, but still, I think with the Page of Cups. But needing to express these feelings, like people just aren't going to know unless you verbalize it. Like people don't realize how much emotion is going on under the surface with a Scorpio. Connection, biome. These are cool ass cards, I think. How do you fit into situations? I love how there's the you can see Africa and like the globe on the. But I think, how do you fit into your family unit, whether it's your family of origin, your uh, family as you get older, your family, your community, I don't know, maybe making more of an effort or to increase your social interactions, your connections with others in the physical world, pressure, transformation. Feeling pressure, it's over that Five of Pentacles. Financial. Transformation. So it's positive. Okay, you just have to push through. You just have to push through, and once you get through sort of the chaotic period or the challenging period, even if you think about exercise, if you're trying to push yourself to get in better shape or be able to do more miles to increase your fitness, you have to push yourself, and those times can suck. But in the long run, you're very it pays off, right? So you're kind of in this situation where you're needing to push through the more difficult, challenging times, and that could be for, any number of reasons. I don't feel like it's anything necessarily like something bad, but just like, for example, if you're moving, there's just a shit ton to do. It doesn't there, you know what I mean? There's a lot going on. You have to just get through it. But once you've done that, you're like, oh, you know, you can relax. Beginnings, east, new beginning to the east. So to me, the east is a sunrise, right? Seeing things in a new light, seeing things, and and every new day is a new fresh start, a new beginning. Maybe just taking things in smaller increments instead of thinking of everything, and then you'll make steps toward your progress. I mean, we do have this Ace of Pentacles underneath, which does talk about um, starting something new, but whoops, the Pentacles are methodical and they break things down into manageable sections and tackle those and then just keep, going one step at a time. So maybe if things are super busy at work, um, you're trying to employ some skills. I'm sure there's a million things online that you can look into, but mapping out everything that needs to happen, and this could be in a move, this could be in anything, mapping out everything that needs to happen, just kind of getting it organized. And this is what a earth sign would do, right? And then just start checking things off your list. And that's stressing about it. You're going to go as fast as you can, and stressing about it will only add to your negative vibes and energy. This is could even be in a relationship, or maybe you want someone else to make a decision fast, or you're trying to make a decision. Here comes the sun. It's been up, but it's just breaking through the clouds. So this new beginning, this new sun, this new awakening with the East card, it's amazing, is really shining light on things. Shining light on things. You could be, what else could East be? I mean, there's the East from an American perspective, which is, um, well, I guess to everyone's perspective, um, Asia. But I really, East could be like in the name of a town, um, a place you live, could have East in the title somehow, a road. You could live on the east of town. I don't know. East is sticking out for some reason, but I can't quite, something about that actual word. So pushing through the challenging time, knowing that it's going to bring ease, contentment, these new, beautiful new beginnings, career and work, even passion. But Pentacles and Wands coming up strongly with the new beginnings. We did have that Page of Cups, communication. And the Ace of Cups. What the hell am I talking about? We have, yeah, Ace of Cups. We just don't have an Ace of Swords, but we have the Justice card, which is very much kind of that energy on steroids. So lots of new beginnings, love, new beginning in, and the Ace of Wands, even if you're not changing your job or anything, just in motivation, in passion. Maybe you feel like you have a spring in your step, you're getting your mojo back. Maybe you're meeting someone with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. This is like connecting with someone and being really attracted to someone. The Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities in career, in your home life, like again, tangible things about your life, how you go about your life. If you Even if you get a new job at the same company, you may switch offices. You may, like I changed jobs and I parked in the same parking lot, but I would park in a different place because the two buildings were on opposite sides of the parking lot. And so I walked in a different way. And that can be what brings about these new beginnings is you're putting yourself out there in new situations, whether by choice or because of circumstances like that. And you interact with different people, you just have different experiences, um, which can bring in new opportunities that you may not have ever had because the other routine you were in. I feel like the universe is saying this, it's time for this change. And I think you're gonna blah, blah, going to kind of wake up from maybe thinking I was in a deep sleep. I was in this mode, this almost protective. It was protective, but it was kind of numb and lonely, maybe I'm getting, which I guess that Five of Pentacles energy. But now you're moving forward. I don't know. Okay, this is getting too long. Wow, this is getting really long. So lots of things going on. It's pretty deep, which is makes sense for me with Scorpio reading. You're not a superficial person. Um, and it's your superpower and your curse, right? Like all of the qualities of different zodiac signs, they have their own version of that. Looks like an amazing wrap up of this year and lots of fresh new beginnings coming in. All right, take care. Bye.